Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to Trippy Commentaries. Thanks for joining up for the video. This is one of my favorite locations in Grand Theft Auto 5, the Galileo Observatory. And many people who have been to Los Angeles say that the Griffith Observatory, the location that this is based off of, is the most popular spot in the entire city. It has a great view of downtown Los Angeles. It also has a good view of the Hollywood sign, or in this case, the Vinewood sign. Here in GTA 5, it's a good location. It even is the grand finale for the Doomsday DLC. If you remember, when you finally get the jetpack, this is where you land. But we still want to go inside of the Galileo Observatory. There's so many things that you can find there in real life that would be perfect to see here in Grand Theft Auto 5. But there is one big Easter egg that is represented in the real world that is represented in a much different way here in GTA 5. So I'm going to show it off in this episode. Much love, guys. Thanks again for joining up. Make sure to subscribe if you are new. We have a live stream coming up right after this episode, so if you hit the notification button, it'll let you know when we begin. Let's kick off the episode and show off one of the biggest Easter eggs and most unknown Easter eggs in all of Grand Theft Auto 5.
She ain't a stranger to the city life. I introduced her to this hippie life. Make love under pretty lights, LSD. I get a feeling it's a trippin' night.
Here's the view that I talked about of the Hollywood sign from the Griffith Observatory. It is stunning. This place is massively popular. It does not matter what day of the week that you go, there will be a lot of people there. It is a piece of history, and it's actually a mind-blowing museum. There's so many things to find inside of the observatory. I'll show you guys that in a moment, but even more mind-blowing is what can be found in the courtyard of the Griffith Observatory. Here are the different markings on the ground. Each one indicates a different planet and even different sections of the solar system, and they go all the way around the observatory. Lucky for us, there's an entire website that explains the solar system lawn model, and this will tell us what planet is represented at the Grand Theft Auto 5 version of the model. It says engraved in the front sidewalk of the Griffith Observatory is a scale model of our solar system. 1/4 inch wide bronze lines mark the orbits of the planets, which are indicated with bronze plaques also embedded in the sidewalks. Each orbit is properly scaled around the sun, a 1/2 inch circle centered at the base of the historic observatory steps. In this model, each foot roughly equates to 20 million miles in the real solar system, which is roughly 110 billion times larger than this model. That is insane. So here we have a satellite image. Notice the different orbits. Now the sun is what kind of makes up the base of the courtyard, but let's switch it over to GTA 5. You can tell that the sun is not here. Instead, there's a rectangle or a square plaque. And the one planet that is represented is this oval. When you compare the lawn model in GTA 5 to the one at the Griffith Observatory, you can see that the orbit that is pointed out by this plaque that would be sitting right here is Uranus. This one is Saturn, and this one is Uranus. Notice this location on the path where the orbit crosses the third path. Well, if you go across, you can see that there's a plate right here, which means the only planet that is pointed out here at the Galileo Observatory is Uranus. No Earth, even the sun can't be found. It is only the one planet. So why would they point that planet out here at the observatory? Well, there's another clue at the alien hippie camp that links up with it. You could say this place does have a lot in common with the observatory because of its fascination with space, or as they say, welcome space brothers. No love for the sisters? That's what I want to see. Alien girls coming down to invade Earth, kind of like Gamora from Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, I know some of you are thinking, where have I seen Uranus before? It sounds familiar. Well, on the left side of the alien mural, you can see a massive message that says, "Take me up Uranus." Take me up Uranus. So why is Uranus the one planet that they are mentioning in the game? Most likely it is one big butt joke, but as we now know, there is a UFO directly above us. You have to remember that when all of us first came to this location looking for aliens, you had to get 100% to spawn the UFO directly above this circle. And there's even a UFO on that car to kind of show us that it's there. It shows you how far Rockstar goes to put different Easter eggs and different hints in the game. Now, speaking of different hints, one of the biggest cutscenes when Michael reunites with Davey takes place right there at the observatory in one of the most scenic locations in Los Angeles.
A couple days ago. We haven't really talked about anything either.
But if no when, he starts asking questions about why you're not feeding worms south of the Canadian border. Oh, we got problems.
Yeah, no shit.
Notice how realistic they made that cutscene look. You can tell that they put Michael and Dave here to have their discussion because this is one of the most infamous views in the city. While they were talking, they were staring out at downtown Los Angeles, or in that case, downtown Los Santos. I mean, that is amazing. But enough of outside of the observatory. Let's see why we all want to go inside of the observatory so bad, because there's some crazy stuff in there. Keep in mind, it is completely free to go inside the observatory, so if you're ever in LA, it is a must-visit location. The first thing that you will see when you walk through the door is a golden sphere. It's a pendulum that's going back and forth. It's connected to a string that goes all the way up through the roof of the building. So this is an old-fashioned way to tell time. It is all based on the Earth's axis. So well before they had watches and digital clocks, this is the kind of thing that they had to use to tell the time, all based on the axis of the Earth. It's pretty mind-blowing. You can also find the camera Obscura room. When you go inside, you'll find a flat surface. Now that is actually light being projected by mirrors, so it gets bounced off of the mirrors onto this surface to show you the image. Here's the explanation of the camera Obscura, but right outside, you have the Tesla coil. Electric bolts will start shooting out and everything is energized. A trip to the observatory will really make you feel that we are extremely small. And here you can see a model of how eclipses work. The moon traveling around Earth to create the eclipse when it's on the opposite side as the sun. Now, I understand that all of this would not be in Grand Theft Auto 5 per se, but considering that everything is all focused on space and we have the UFOs, it would make it for an interesting place for maybe the CIA or FIB to get together and then maybe figure out what the UFOs are actually doing. Also found inside the observatory is a seismograph, a tool that is used to pick up earthquakes. GTA 5 takes place in San Andreas, which is named after the San Andreas Fault. Because of that, many people thought that an earthquake would hit the game. That still has not yet happened, but if they add an interior inside of the Galileo Observatory, they can read it right here with this seismograph. Take a look at these scale planets. There's Mercury, Venus, Earth. We'll notice just how small Earth is compared to Jupiter, and then to the right of Jupiter is Saturn. Those planets are titanic when compared to Earth. The last thing that I want to point out is the statue of James Dean that can be seen out front. Now, James Dean is an actor from a movie called Rebel Without a Cause that does take place at the Griffith Observatory, and there are some Easter eggs from that movie in Grand Theft Auto 5. You already know that you can make your GTA Online avatar look like a lot of different famous characters. Well, James Dean is no different. I'll have a link in the description to an excellent video by NO2 Caboose. He made a tutorial on how to get your avatar to look just like James Dean.
Jacket I'm wearing right now, so yeah. Work jackets. While I was preparing for the video, I seen this one over here, red top utility bomber, and it doesn't look too bad actually. I kind of like the way it looks. Again, it kind of does say James Dean. Like, James Dean, his outfit was like very simplified in the movie Rebel Without a Cause.
Somebody posted up a video showing off all 4 lights of the observatory door lit up, sending some of the community into a frenzy. Back then, many people believed that you had to light up the doors to get inside the Galileo Observatory. By now, I think most of us believe that that is impossible, but I still think we'll go inside there. Considering the next DLC is rumored to be nightclubs, maybe the only way that we will ever get inside the Galileo Observatory is if it turns out to be a club, which is cool with me. I'll definitely purchase it. We'll have a massive party. Make sure to hit the notification button, guys. I have some huge videos in the making, and a new one will go up this weekend. We also have the San Andreas Sessions. Let me know if you guys know of any other additional Easter eggs here at the observatory. We did not even make it on top of the roof. There's one telescope up there that is pointing towards downtown, and I think it's showing off something very unusual. We'll be looking at that at an upcoming live stream. Subscribe if you are new so you do not miss any of the upcoming videos, but more importantly, as always, make sure to stay trippy, my friends.